Hello, everyone, friends. Today, we will talk about probably the most famous character from the world of Poppy Playtime. Of course, I'm talking about Huggy Wuggy. Who is he? What is his role in the new part of Poppy Playtime? And what does he have in common with Kissy Missy? Today, we will talk about this. But before we begin, friends, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also write in the comments what you would like to see in the next video. And here we go. Experiment 1170, also known as Huggy Wuggy, is a toy produced by Playtime Co., who made his debut in Chapter 1, A Tight Squeeze, as its main and only antagonist. In Chapter 1, Huggy Wuggy is initially introduced as a living entity created in 1990 under the Bigger Bodies initiative. After the player returns to the Playtime Co. factory, he is depicted as a statue located in the main lobby of the factory. However, once the player restores power to the entire facility, Huggy mysteriously disappears. Throughout the chapter, Huggy makes occasional brief appearances until he finally reveals himself and starts chasing the player during the intense ventilation chase sequence. Towards the end of the chapter, he is seen plummeting deep into the abyss of the factory, presumed dead. During Chapter 3, Deep Sleep, Huggy Wuggy makes a minor appearance as an antagonist. While trapped in a hallucination caused by catnap's gas, the player discovers a VHS tape that greets new employees. As the tape plays, the game forcefully compels the player to watch as a distorted, nightmarish version of Huggy emerges from the screen and begins to pursue them. He quickly catches them and jump scares them, causing them to wake up from their nightmare. Experiment 1170, his Bigger Bodies experiment title, was created with obedient qualities, enabling the Playtime Co. staff to train Huggy to serve as a guardian for the factory during guest visits. However, these obedient traits became corrupted as the prototype redirected Huggy's objectives. Before his highly anticipated debut, Huggy, following his training, was required to stand and patiently wait for the arrival of a human presence, specifically the player. He was an active participant in the Hour of Joy, during which he murdered and devoured many employees and visitors. His nightmare form is similar to the original Huggy's, but he is now much taller, his face is more skewed, his blue fur is much darker, his mouth has been elongated, and the side parts at the top of his head are shaped into devilish horns. He has 2 black sockets in place of his eyes, and his teeth are longer and thinner. The rest of his body remains the same, but his hands and feet now have splayed, elongated fingers and toes that resemble claws. He also seems to lack the secondary jaws at the back of his mouth that the original Huggy had. Meanwhile, his Bigger Bodies counterpart retained a similar purpose, serving as a guardian to children and only reacting aggressively when faced with hostility. This was exemplified on June 18, 1992, when Huggy went on a rampage upon being attacked with darts. He was known to be obedient, as long as no aggression was directed towards him, which was explicitly stated in log 08502. However, under the influence of the prototype, Huggy transformed into a relentless, genocidal entity, driven by his given objectives, lacking control and mercilessly killing anyone who stood in his way. Huggy Wuggy was created by Playtime Co. in 1984, and he quickly became a huge success and one of the many signature toys of Playtime Co. A female counterpart, Kissy Missy, was created in 1985. In 1990, Playtime Co. started the Bigger Bodies initiative, conducting numerous unethical and highly illegal experiments on the orphans who lived in playcare. One such example being Huggy Wuggy, who was known as Experiment 1170. His purpose was to function as part of the factory's security while spending the day posing as a statue in the main lobby. At 10:27 p.m. on June 18, 1992, Experiment 1170 managed to escape the Playtime Co. factory through an open bay delivery door. 2 staff members witnessed his swift escape and hit the alarm. He traveled nearly a half-mile from the factory before a survival team was deployed at 10:30 p.m. And that's it for me, friends. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like it, write in the comments what you'd like to see in the next video. Thanks, and bye!